Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with a special StarCraft 2 1v1 tournament match today
Yeah, right. Our
between,
own little tournament.
between Riksosten, a Grandmaster Random. Hello?
Grandmaster Random,
Yes.
sure.
And BaasFaalHaas, the Bronze Random player.
Very
Wow,
accurate.
such bullshit.
No. Now they know if
Now
I
I'm
lose.
gonna
It's not...
feel so much shame if I lose.
Fuck me, this race is not meant for me as well, but...
Yeah, I just felt the same when I spawned.
In the bottom left, we have spawning in the blue colors, the random
Yeah.
Ah,
player.
damn it.
You wanted to say the race, don't you?
I did. The random player BaasFaalHaas. And in the top right, hailing from Sweden, it is Riksosten.
The poor country.
The poor country, yes.
Oh, strikes back.
Especially compared to Romania.
Yes. Oh. Hey, come on, guys! You haven't gotten out of the 18th century yet.
It's true. Oh no, you're
Oh.
Protoss. Oh god damn it.
Oh, that's like a bonus, man. This race is not the... It was Darren,
So-
man.
It's Zest versus
Yeah, that's junior.
Zest versus Maru here.
Right.
I want to see your biomicro, Rick.
Oh yeah, of course you
Maru
do.
levels, yeah.
Moro level, yes.
Maru. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not switching channel. It's the way this is.
Maybe
Oh,
you
no, wait,
should, then you can just tell what we're doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
They can see, like, I can just. Well, I can say that both of you guys are being awful right now.
Good.
No,
At least we know that.
I'm gonna switch now. So.
Yeah, okay.
Or I'm just gonna mute myself. Easier.
depends what you
Yeah.
call awful, like...
Oh yeah, then they
Alright.
can still hear us, I guess. Which...
Be right back. No, I'm just gonna mute myself and I'm going to mute everything.
Oh, okay.
Like, except myself in the game. Alright, so now we can actually cast this game. So as we can see, we have Riksosten going for the Reaper. The expansion first, and well, not season first, but yeah. We have the second gas on the way for good old BaasFaalHaas. And he's got his mothership core, fourth gate starting. And now we see another gate, so this could be some harass from Baas. We'll see though. Oh, he's trying to put a probe out on the map to do something cheesy. Potentially. And the Reaper does die. Does delay a bit of mining though. But this is a good play here by Baas. He's got the Stalker here, using Patrol to make sure that other Reapers cannot get in. But I mean, who makes more than one Reaper, right? That's not really standard. However, we can see that Riksosten is building his engineering bay and starport right now, so he could going for potentially some tank drops or something, depending on whether he adds... No, it's going to be a Widowmine drop. He didn't add a factory, a tech lab on his factory. However, he is getting a reactor on his barracks now, so we'll see what that's going to go for. Probably going to make 2 Marines at a time. Could also go for some Hellions. We do have the missile turrets on the way for Riksosten, but this could be a very good move because there's a Stargate, proxy Stargate on the way for our Protoss player here. So we could see some oracles. That could be pretty bad for our Protoss player, just because there's no... Because there are actual missile turrets, but if microed correctly, the oracles should always get some kills in this situation. Stalker's moving up and they're just gonna get shot. And there goes one Stalker to the Widowmine. Stalker has to kite back, but already lost some HP, so not great. Not a good trade at all for BaasFaalHaas. Still has this probe here, should have just sent it back to keep mining. So yeah, here comes the Widowmine drop by Riksosten. We'll see if it's gonna be effective or not. 2 Widowmines and 6 Marines. Might get spotted though. He might actually spot the Stargate with the drop. That he does, and even the drop gets spotted as well. So he should scout that, but I guess he's just gonna go drop and not care about it. In fact, the Oracle... Sadly, I can't see the amount of kills that it got, but... it should be getting some kills right now. I don't know, like, what's the... Yeah, there we go. So it's got like 4 workers. But, oh, there's this Phoenix here to take care of this medevac. But it's not being microed at all. So the Phoenix was lost, and now the pylon is being targeted. There should be an Oracle around here somewhere, though. No, it's dead. So that was the one Oracle, and it died. So this proxy did not go so well for the Protoss. But he's still ahead in supply. Doesn't say much, though. And he does have a lot more probes, though. So this is going really well. Actually, it is going really well for Protoss, because he has a 3rd base on the way, and he has all those probes. Not a lot of SCVs for Riksosten, but army supply-wise, he has almost triple the army. By the time he gets to the opponent's base, though, there should be a lot more Stalkers in production. And we have our first Immortal on the way as well. So, with that Immortal, I mean, it should be a lot better, right? I don't know why I cannot... There should be a button to allow me to, you know, actually see what these units are actually doing, you know? I don't see why. I mean, what the buildings are doing. Unfortunate, though, but hey. You see the observer going on over here. It does actually see the whole army of the Terran, but it's moving with it. So if Riksosten looks really carefully, you can actually see the ripple of the observer and kill it. We finally have a Forge on the way for the Protoss, who is actually... Is he ahead in upgrades? No, he is not, because we have +1 for the Terran, who hasn't actually continued the upgrades. Now is finally starting +1 armor, but it's going to... The Terran is going to be ahead in upgrades, actually, because he's going to be doing 2 upgrades at a time. But the main, we have no guys in gas here, so that's pretty bad. I don't know when that's going to get fixed, but it really should get fixed very soon. There's a tech lab on the factory, so I assume that siege tanks will be produced. There's a drop here, which actually got a lot done, if you think about it. 14 kills in total. Wow, that brings us to 54 workers on the Protoss side. Still more, though. And a 4th base on the way already, 8 minutes in. For the Protoss, this could be quite big. Now we have 2 Immortals on the way, and there's even probably going to be more. Also, cannons being added as well, and the Templar Archives on the way too. Have even more missile turrets being dropped. But yeah, the upgrades are looking really good for the Terran. +1 is about to finish, and Resonating Blades as well. Another Forge going to be added, so the Protoss is eventually going to be able to catch up in upgrades. It's getting his 4th faster than the Terran, though, so that's really good. And supply-wise, Terran is ahead, but so much gas for the Protoss, like whenever he wants to, he can just spam out the Templars and just have a lot. Also getting Storm right now, very good. Even some, mixing in some Adepts too into the army. Doesn't have as big of an army, but it's fine because he just has like a lot of workers. And now he sees the 4th base for Riksosten. And he should be happy about his situation right now, because he does have 3 base saturation. Looks like he's going to go for 4 base saturation, but he already has a lot of workers, so he should not keep making more workers. And actually, he is mining too much in the main base. oversaturated here by a lot, actually. He needs to send, like, some workers out of here. There we go. He's sending them out, but he still needs to send out more. There we go. He needs to send one more out, and then it's actually perfect. Perfect mining. Okay, 2 more out, actually. Alright, so, Riksosten, though. Upgrades. 1-1 currently. Oh, Zealot Charge being upgraded as well, and +2 weapons and +1 armor on the way. Lots of gates being added as well. Protoss behind in terms of supply, but if we look at the structures tab, can see though that there's why could I not see them? Okay, 7 warp gates versus 6 barracks. So but here comes the Terran. Lots more army supply for Rick here. So once he pushes, Protoss could be in a lot of trouble, actually. So we'll see how that's going to play out for Protoss. As you can see here, we see even a 5th base being added. But Templars are in position here. The Storm has been upgraded, so if more units are made by the Protoss, he should be able to hold without a problem. Now, upgrades-wise, again, only 1-1 to the 2-1-1 of the Terran. Pretty problematic and not enough army supply at all here. But, again, with proper... Oh, Templars going ahead and they're gonna get shot at. Some very strange things. Oh, very nice storms! More storms being dropped, but is this going to be enough? It definitely is going to be enough as the army evaporates for Riksosten here. And he is forced out of the Protoss. He had such an advantage, but the splits were just not even close to enough. So Baas forces him back as he grabs another base and he spams out the units. Lots more Templars on the way, and these might all be Archons because they don't have a lot of don't have a lot of energy. There we go. Lots of Archons being made, and even more Archons going to be made as well. So this push here with all these Archons is just going to be massive. There's nothing that counters the Archons right now. Ooh, the Archon's getting shot at a bit, but it doesn't really matter. He tried to see if this base was taken by the Terran, and it wasn't, which is very nice because he knows he has this base, and he really needs to send some workers from here, here, and here to start mining from the 5th base, but not doing that right now. He is very far ahead in supply, though. Mostly workers, which is not great, honestly. He just needs a lot more army, but he's not making units right now. And he needs how many gates? 13 gates is actually quite enough, though. I mean, he could add like a couple, but he definitely has enough production compared to 6 racks of Terran. And now he's going to go for a massive warp pin in the main base of the Terran. He's going to force the Terran to move the whole army back into the main, and this does mean that he can push into this 4th base very nicely as the Terran is dealing with that problem. So this is going to be huge here. Oh, the Terran is going to go down right now. Tank holes. The space here is going to go down. There's going to be a repair, but not a lot of army. Actually, Riksosten does have a lot, but here comes on the BF. We have some force fields. Archons breaking the force fields. Still some storms available, but actually, yeah, some nice feedbacks and another Archon being made. But I mean, no more income right now for Riksosten, so there's just cannot deal with this. Just doesn't have enough. I mean, he's making units, but he just doesn't have enough. He has a lot of units in the main, which he hasn't actually used right now. There's this Marauder here, not doing very well though. Archon here doing lots of damage, and now the supply is so down for Riksosten. And there's just gonna be a massive army coming in. 15 High Templars being warped in at a time. Because there are like 15 warp gates. Wow. So all these warp gates are just gonna be massive. Now we have a bunch of Archons and as well as High Templars for the Storm. This is going to be really difficult for Riksosten to pull off a victory. I mean, he has another base here. He's taken it again. And army supply wise, he's kind of even. But if we look at the upgrades, 2-2-1 against 3-2. Okay, so Terran is still ahead, but 3-3 is on the way. And we have extended thermal lance and 13. Wow, 13 adepts being warped in as well. So it's Zealot, Adept, Archon, High Templar. This is not going to be easy to deal with. We do have a nice little drop here up top. It's going to be able to get rid of this at least. But there's a lot of cannons here. There's like 4 cannons. These might be enough, especially if the mothership core is around. I don't actually see where the mothership core is, though. Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's all the way over here. I don't know what it's doing here, but... Okay, so the drop here is going to cancel this base. This is really good for Riksosten, of course. Even though there's like... there are some weapons. It's gonna have to get back in here, though. There's still some Marines here that do get saved. Oh, it looks like there's gonna be another drop here, though. Oh, and it's gonna be really hard because extended thermal lance is gonna get sniped here. Huge snipe potentially. And yes, it does indeed get sniped. Colossus is coming back. Very nice Colossus, can I say. And there is still an observer here. Colossus getting sniped, so actually Riksosten is doing very well considering, but he just doesn't even have close to enough. In army-wise, he's still not that far behind, but he just doesn't have the same amount of income. Mothership core is here, could pose an overcharge. No, it's just going to end up dying. At this point, though... Oh, here comes another nice drop by Riksosten. He's gonna force the Protoss to pull away, and now he's actually in an all-in position. Well, no, because he still has the space. But he needs to do damage here. He's going to kite back. And here come the High Templars going for more storms onto the Bio army. A nice speed of axe as well. Another good storm. And yet another good storm. The whole force of the Terran just flies into the sky. Into the depths of heaven. Wow, the Colossus is getting attacked by the turrets. Still some units here, but I mean, there's just not a lot that the Terran can do here. It hasn't even taken out this base because there is a Colossus here that managed to defend. And yes, there's just nothing left for the Terran here. Storms being dropped, some Archons being formed, but still. There's just nothing left for the Terran here. And wow, this Archon doing so much damage. Gonna get pulled back, but yeah, it's just really not enough for Riksosten right now. Now we have the Protoss on the ramp. Go down the ramp and just do everything here. Goodbye, Terran. GG is called by Riksosten, so we have BaasFaalHaas winning the game. Very nicely done by him. And he moves on to the next round of GSL. Just kidding. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. See you next time.